JP, talk about the economic impact. It's been talked a lot inside in media day. How much this tournament really affected Northeast Wisconsin, Green Bay as a whole last year. What were the numbers? How could you see it?
Yeah, again, with it being our inaugural event, we didn't know what to expect. And as you're planning for this, you can't really plan for certain things. So there was things that we missed out on, but overall, we were very pleased by the numbers that we had. We had over 62,000 spectators come out for the week, which was fantastic for a year one event. We had a $7.1 million economic impact to the area. A lot of the spectators were local, but we also had a good percentage come out from outside of the city and even some outside of the state. So that certainly helps drive traffic to the hotels, but also the casinos and some of the other C-stores in the area as well. So by bringing in 144 of the top players, they're also bringing their caddies with them. They're bringing some family with them. The media is coming with them. So it's a lot more than just the players and the spectators and the sponsors coming out. So it's we're certainly hopeful that we see those same numbers that in 2018 as we did in 2017.
And it's only looking to grow because, as you mentioned, the LPGA is really heavily infiltrated with international players, and they have fans too, like you said, from Japan, Korea, South America and stuff. And knowing that, it kind of put it in perspective. I don't know if you said it or who said it in there, but you know what? For a week, all eyes in the world, in the LPGA Tour world, was on Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Absolutely, and the beauty of it is now that golf is back in the Olympics, this is one thing that the LPGA has always tried to promote, that you don't have to wait for the Olympics. You have the Olympics every single week on the LPGA Tour. As Catherine mentioned, they've over 25 countries that are represented on tour every single week. So you do have those fan bases that you don't really realize are here until the event happens. You do see a lot of Japanese support, Korean support, Chinese support, which is fantastic for the game. And with a major the week before us just down the street in Chicago, we're certainly hopeful that we're going to get some of that overflow from that fan base coming up to the Green Bay area.
Of course, talking about an Australian winner last year.
Absolutely.
So very cool. Let's talk about this year's event. I guess, what are you looking forward to from a competition standpoint? What do you expect? What do you plan to do from a course perspective? I don't know if that's kind of in your realm of what you call it, but what can we expect as a fan, as a spectator coming out here? What can we expect?
Absolutely, yeah. So the parking again is going to be at NWTC. So all of our spectators will be parking there as well. Complimentary parking and shuttles into the property. Again, we'll have concession stands and restrooms located throughout the golf course like we normally do. We will also have some other hospitality areas. So we do have the party deck presented by Festival Foods on number 17, where every time a birdie is made on that hole, $2 beer and $2 brats until the next group hits up. So it's a fun little incentive. It's a great environment to be on. We're actually just talking with Catherine on how we can kind of beef it up with the players. So be looking for that. Sky Woman Suites on the 18th green as well. Food and beverage included with that. It's the best seat in the house. You're right on the 18th green. Live TV, all that fun stuff. But one thing that we do want to kind of focus on is last year our field was fantastic, but it certainly could have been a little stronger. We were in an unfortunate position between two majors as an inaugural event. But this year we've already got 14 of the top 20 players committed to play in the event this year. So we're still trying to recruit those other 6 and certainly pushing hard for it. The beauty of it is that they do only have an event in Toledo the week after us this year, so we don't have the Women's Open following us like we had last year. So that kind of works well in our benefit there.
Looks for another strong week here at the Thornberry Creek LPGA Classic. JP, thanks so much.
Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.